He was the sharp-dressed architect of the power chord who tragically died at 21. But the strangest twist of fate is that the young police cadet who retrieved Eddie's guitar from the wreckage of his fatal crash wasn't just a cop. He was a future chart-topping rock star named Dave Dee of Dave Dee, Dozy, Beaky, Mick Tich, who actually learned to play on that very guitar while it was held in police evidence. Without Eddie Cochran, the Beatles might never have happened. On July 6, 1957, a young Paul McCartney met John Lennon for the first time at a church fete. To impress Lennon, McCartney picked up a guitar and played Eddie Cochran's difficult song 20 Flight Rock perfectly. Lennon was astonished that McCartney knew all the chords and the lyrics. That performance was the specific moment Lennon decided to invite Paul to join his band, the Quarrymen. On that tragic night in 1960, Eddie was in a taxi in Chippenham, England, with his fiancée, songwriter Sharon Sheeley, and fellow rocker Gene Vincent. When the taxi blew a tire and slammed into a lamppost, Eddie's instinct was purely heroic. He reportedly threw himself over Sharon to shield her from the impact. Sharon Sheeley survived the crash with a broken pelvis and went on to write hits for Ricky Nelson, but Eddie suffered a massive brain injury and died the next day. He sacrificed himself to save her. Eddie played a distinct orange Gretsch 6120, but it wasn't stock. He was a gear nerd before the term existed. He didn't like the muddy sound of the neck pickup, so he hacked his guitar, replacing the standard D-Armond pickup with a black Gibson P90 pickup. This modification gave his guitar a biting, aggressive, meaty tone that was heavier than other rockabilly artists. This specific tone is often cited as an early precursor to the punk sound. His most famous anthem, Summertime Blues, wasn't expected to be a hit. It was written in about half an hour and was originally released as the B-side to a sweet ballad called Love Again. DJs preferred the energy of the B-side and started playing it instead. Furthermore, Eddie sang both the high vocals and the deep boss vocals, the "I'd like to help you, son" part, proving his vocal versatility. Unlike Elvis, who relied on session musicians, Eddie Cochran was a multi-instrumentalist prodigy who often played everything on his tracks. On Summertime Blues and Come On Everybody, he played the guitar and the bass, and he even overdubbed his own percussion. He was one of the first rock artists to fully utilize multi-track recording, overdubbing, in a way that wouldn't become common until the late 60s.